y'all, welcome to Wind Down with Shawty Nate, and in today's video is a get ready with me for my first day as a bottle girl in Houston. Yay! I might not know this, but I've been wanting to be a bottle girl in Houston for a while now, and it's finally happened. So I'm gonna give y'all the backstory of how I got the job, what happened, all that. So when I first moved to Houston, I went to a casting call, and everything was going all good until they asked me for my social media. So at that time, I only had 500 followers on Instagram, right? Which in the bottle girl world, that's nothing. So basically, I didn't get that job because I didn't have enough followers on Instagram, and I got super discouraged because I was just like, wow, they all gonna say the same thing because I don't have enough followers. So after that, I just went back to being a teacher, and I didn't try again. Then these past few weeks, I've been like, okay, I'm gonna try to do bottle service again. Like, I'm gonna go to another casting call. Whoever had one, I'm gonna go, and just see what they say, because I mean, the worst they could say is no. Anyway, like I was saying, so I went to the casting call. I didn't get a job because I didn't have enough followers on Instagram, which is fine because I guess that job wasn't meant for me. So I went back into being a teacher, blah, blah, blah. So now a few weeks ago, I just been like, want a job that's like fast money, that's not really working, but it is working. So I follow this page called the Houston Casting Calls, which is a page that they show all the like casting calls that's happening in Houston. This place called Gemini Lounge was having a casting call, but I had missed it. So I messaged them on Instagram, and I was just like, hey, are you guys still hiring? Blah, blah, blah. And they messaged me back. They're like, yeah, we're having a casting call on the 16th and the 17th. Okay. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll see you guys there. So they're like, okay. So the 16th comes, but I didn't finish my hair, so I couldn't go. So on the 17th, I was finished, and I went. Well, I got ready to go, whatever. I'll insert a picture of what I had on. So they casting call started at like 6:30. I didn't leave my house until probably like 7:30. So I drive over there. It's like 12 minutes, 13 minutes from my house. So I drive over there, and when I get there, it's no parking. Like, when I say no parking, it was no parking. I literally rode around 10 times looking for parking, and I still didn't find a spot. And I'm the type of person that, like, if I can't find a park, I just leave. Like, I'm not about to keep riding around 20 times. So I messaged the place on Instagram. I'm like, hey, is there any place I could park where I won't get towed and yada, yada, yada. So they took forever to respond back to me. And I knew they were on Instagram because it had a little green dot and it said active. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Y'all taking forever. I'm getting aggravated. So I'm just go home. So when they finally text me back, I was like halfway home. They're like, oh, just park on this street and you will be fine. I'm like, hey, thank you, but I already left. So that was the end of that. So I went on the Houston casting call page again because I saw they had like put up a new story. And I went on there, and the club I'm about to start at today had posted a thing that they were having a casting call. So I was like, okay. And it was started at 8, and this was I was like almost home around 8:15. So I messaged them on Instagram. I was like, hey, are you guys still having a casting call? And then they responded to me. They're like, yeah, we're still here. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go out there to it. Then when I go inside, it's already another girl there. And she's like talking to her, just telling her like how the club runs, and just basically talking to the girl as if she already had a job. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did I miss it? Did she already get the job, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. We're just sitting down. She's just telling us about the club, like telling us how it's it's very laid back. We can make $400 to $500 a night. And she was like, if you don't make that much, it's something wrong with you, because that's the typical amount that they make. And I'm like, okay, this all sounds good. And they were only looking for people on Friday and Saturday. So I'm there. She's just talking, telling us everything. This was the most unprofessional interview I ever been on. Anyway, she was just super chill. She was just eating her food, talking to us, telling us about the thing, and we're just listening basically. She was like, okay, y'all. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna have y'all bring out the bottle and the sign so I can see how y'all do. And I'm like, okay, cool. But in my mind, I was so freaking nervous because, like, I never had to do that type of thing before. So I was like, oh my gosh, I feel a bit sub. I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. But the other girl who I was with, she was super cool. She was like, it's okay, girl. Don't be nervous. So we come out. I do the bottles first. So I come out with the bottles. Trying to hold that thing with the bottles was a task. So we come out. She got a music playing. We just doing a little show or whatever. I'm going to do light beat tonight. I don't want to be looking too crazy. This is my first impression, you know. Anyway, she make us do the light show and the sign or whatever. So she like smiling. We doing our thing. It's going good. So we sit back down. She asks us like, oh, are you working for any other club? Of course I'm not. So I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, what's your number? She like takes our number. And then she's like, when can y'all start? Me and the other girl, like, we can start today if you want to. Like, it ain't nothing but a word, you know? And she was like, that's what I like. That's what I like. So everything was going all good. And then she's like, okay, give me a moment to talk to my business partner. And I'm going to come back out here with y'all. Y'all, tell me, and they were looking for two girls. So tell me why as soon as the interview about over, another girl walk in. And I'm just like, oh, Lord. The other girl was so cute, though. She's like the typical bottle girl that Houston want, like light skin, curly hair, all that. She's that type of girl. She was cute. I ain't no hater. So she walk in, me and the other girl like, oh, we done almost got the job. Here you go, walking in. So she come back, she's like, oh, we got the interviewer lady. She come back and like, oh, we got another one. She was like, I just texted girl, and she's like, I texted girl to see if I could get y'all uniforms for the night, but I'll text y'all and let y'all know. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, and you gotta wear white shoes and white socks. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have white shoes or white socks. So as soon as I left, I had to go to Walmart and get some Bobos to wear, because I'm like, she gonna call us back and I don't have none of the required attire. So then then I had came home, and then she texted us. She was like, hey, y'all could just start tomorrow. Like, I couldn't get uniforms. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. So today is the day that I start. I am kind of nervous because I never did this before really like that. And I don't know what to expect. And hopefully the girl's not rude. Like, it's nothing worse than working with catty girls, because, like, we're just we all here for the same reason, to make money. There's no need to be rude and mean to each other. But the thing is, the girl who came in after us, she had already put her on the schedule saying, like, oh, she got these. She had already gave her 4 sections on the first night. I don't know if she got more experience or what, but, like, she already got sections. And I was just like, I ain't really mad, because in reality, I don't know what I'm doing. So I ain't going to be like, oh my gosh, why you ain't give me those sections? Then she would have gave me sections. I'd have been looking crazy, because I know what the heck to do. You know, so I'm just like, it is what it is. I ain't gonna worry about it. These is definitely not the same. I can't talk and do my eyebrows, y'all, so hold on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to expect. It's like an after hours spot, so I know everybody who come in there gonna be like super drunk, because they'd already been at the club all night, and then they coming in there to like keep partying. So I'm like kind of anxious about that, but I think it'll be fine. Like, I'm trying to go in there looking super cute, you know. And I was real happy that it was a girl interviewer, because when I went to the other interview, it was like the other casting call rather. It was a girl, one girl, and like the manager, and the manager was being like a straight creep. Like, he literally was like staring at our butts the whole time, because we had to come in like come out in a bathing suit and stuff, so they could like really see how we look if we wear, you know, the outfit. So he had to come out in bathing suits, and I just felt like he was really perving out, because he was just like staring so hard, and it's just like, bro, you ain't gotta do all that. Like, you ain't gotta stare that hard. And I'm like the type of person, like, I'm not really that thick, like, but you can see it when I have on a bathing suit or whatever, because like without clothes on, you know, I'm giving thick legend, but with clothes on, it's giving slim thick. It's giving real slim right now because I'm super small. I lost so much weight, like, it's kind of scary. But yeah, the other manager, he was just like looking all. He was really staring at us the whole time, so it was kind of weird. I'm kind of happy I didn't get a job at that place, because I know it's like very superficial, you know. So I would have felt like they was judging me for my body the whole time, which is what all bottle service is. Like, you can't be scared of people to judge you for your body, because and how you look. Like, you literally get judged on how you look, because you gotta sell the bottles. Like, nobody want to pay to be looking at some busted behind people, you know? And that's just how it is. Like, I understand. You don't want to pay to look at somebody who don't care about how they look. So, I understand that aspect. Like, it is what it is. But I don't know what to expect today. And it's like an African club, so I know they be having money. Like, they don't be playing. I know they be having that cash. You know, I can't be on here giving y'all advice on how to be about a girl, because this is my first day on the job. I can't even give y'all advice on how to get a job, because that wasn't a real interview. You just gotta go in there like confident and whatever. And then to make matters worse, y'all, listen. So I already showed y'all the outfit. I was severely overdressed. Like, the other girl, she had on she literally had on a tank top and slides, basically. So I was going in there looking like I'm about to go to the club, and she was looking like she was going to a picnic in a park or something. So I sure was looking OD extra. And then we had to like, so she added us to the group chat, right? And me and the girl who came in late were the only two she added at first. So I was like, oh my God, she didn't hire the other girl, even though she had told us we had a job already. You know, blah, blah, blah. But then this morning, she added the other girl, and I was like, oh, she just added this girl. Like, did she go in and change her mind? Like, I don't know what happened. But the other girl was definitely not in the group chat until this morning. So I'm like, she gonna tell the girl she ain't got a job. Like, we was in this together. And the other girl is like 29, so that's kind of like old in the bottle girl world, because I feel like 25 is old in the bottle girl world, because they be wanting like 20-year-olds or something, 21-year-olds. So I'm just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with my makeup today. Like, bro, today is not the day to be messing up. It's like my first impression, and I can't go in there with busted makeup on. Like, that's just not gonna work. I don't know, y'all. This is not giving. It's not giving what needs to be gave, and it's 11:13, and I don't got time. I don't got time for this. But hopefully, it's a good night, y'all. I'm gonna make this like a two-parter. I'm gonna come back when I get home, and I'm gonna update y'all and tell y'all how it went before I forget. So I ain't gonna even wait till tomorrow to update y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all tonight when I get home how this job went, because I'm so anxious to find out. Like, So anxious. I wonder if they gonna actually put us by herself today and we gonna actually make money. Cause they put another girl by herself, but I think she got more experience than we do. So I'm gonna see how this one is tonight. But I feel like I should get another job because this one is only 2 Fridays and Saturdays. But if we really making the money she said we gonna make, then 2 days will be fine. I ain't gonna even worry about it. But I'm gonna wait it out and see what's up. Like, and then when I was on a little interview or whatever, this girl had texted her. She was like, I'm tired of going to all these different clubs, so tell me right now what the girls make a night so I don't have to waste my time, yada, yada, yada. The lady was like looking so crazy because the girl was so rude in the message. I'm like, how you want to get hired? How you want to get hired but talking crazy to the manager? Like, that is a bad look. I would say if you live in Houston and you want to be a bottle girl, join the Houston casting call page because they literally post like pretty much every day places that's hiring for bottle girls. Like, if it's not every day, it's at least every other day because people are always hiring, which should be a red flag anyway because why are you always hiring? Something ain't adding up. Hey, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? The people. But yeah, if you want to be a bottle girl in Houston, join the Houston Bottle Girls page. Like, they literally post so much about bottle people who doing casting calls. And I told my mom I'm going to a casting call. So yesterday on the way there, I was talking on the phone with my mom. So I'm like, yeah, I thought I told her I was going to a bottle girl casting call. But she said I just said casting call. So today I'm like talking to her and I'm like, oh yeah, I got a job. She was like, what role? I'm like, what you mean? She's like, what role you gonna play? And I'm like, bottle girl? And she was like, you said you was going to a casting call. You in the show or something? I was like, Mom, I said a bottle girl casting call. Like, no, I'm not in no show. I'm like, you know I don't act at all. Like, oh, I thought you was gonna be an extra or something. I'm like, girl, come on now. You know I'm not about to be in no type of acting show. Maybe I should act. Is that my calling? An actress? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Oh, so she told, like, when we get there, because, you know, usually for sections, like, you have to post to book and stuff. Like, in Houston, I'll tell y'all this. If you want to work in Houston, a lot of the clubs, they're going to require you to book your own sections. Like, so you're going to really have to know people or get to know people so they can book with you. Because if you don't book, you don't work. So we had the thing, and I'm like, me and the other girl asking her, like, oh, do we have to book our own sections? And she's like, no, you don't have to. We really have a bunch of regulars, and they, like, come all the time. And then today, she sent us, like, the rules or whatever. And she's talking about after 90 days, we got to book a section a week. Like, you just told us we don't have to book our own sections, and now you're saying we got to book them. So which one is it? Like, do we have to book our own sections or not? Like, I don't understand. Because I don't really know people in Houston, so it's going to be hard for me to book a section if I don't know nobody. I guess this is going to force me to be meeting people so I can book sections, or I'm not going to be working. That's where we are in life. This one size, I got the small one because I didn't know how it was, but this one size setting powder and setting spray, chef's kiss, cause fire. I know I'm be rambling a lot in this video, so y'all please excuse me. I'm real sorry about that, but just bear with me. You guys, this in the setting powder combo, gonna eat every time. I'm telling you, brought this whole look together. Get y'all these powder puff on Amazon. I'm gonna link all this stuff down below. I'm gonna link all my products in the description. Boy, go on Amazon and get these. I'm telling you, your makeup gonna be fire. Did y'all see that? I'm gonna put a little bit more powder to be safe for the night. Okay. Hope I don't turn into Casper. Oh, I learned on TikTok. So you put setting powder on the brush and then dip it into the blush. Complete game changer, I'm telling y'all. The looks just come together at the end. And then diffuse it with the other brush you use for the bronzer. You good to go. Let's do the nose section. And bam. Just like that. Now put on some highlights. I just take a little bit because she's back and she's back and she's back. Like, what did you think? Now, I'm finna drown in this because I need to be all night, okay? It don't feel like it's going on your face, so it's kind of like weird. With other setting spray, you could feel it going on, but not with this one. Okay, now it's time for the lashes. The lashes is the best part. I don't know, I might be looking crazy. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all how I do my lashes. Take this bond, put it on like mascara. And just put it underneath. It's real simple. Okay, these is very dramatic. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. I'm so late. Peace.